talking about the communities and, of course, the power of crowdsourcing. I will structure my presentation today in 3 parts. I will first give you my thoughts on communities, then my thoughts on crowdsourcing, and at the end my vision for our industry. All right. Okay, good. So, if talking about communities, we immediately go to the word of a tribe. And you cannot avoid, says Godin, tribes. And according to him, a tribe is a group of people, large or small, who are connected to one another, to a leader and an idea, which is the first sentence of his book. All right, good. Organizing ourselves in tribes is not new for mankind. Mankind works like this, has always been working like that, and we like organizing ourselves in tribes, even today, everywhere, online and offline. Good. Then talking about communities, we have the typical life circle or life cycle of every membership in a community. Seeing the community here is the big green part. Okay. Starting by a peripheral, entering the community, observing the community, viewing the content, but doesn't actively add to the community. So for example, this person may open an account, have a look at the topics, but not actively takes part in the community. Next step is the inbound or novice. So they are beginning to engage, start providing content, and start to interact with the community. Next very important group are the insiders. They are consistently interacting with other users. That's why they are also called regulars. They made concerted efforts. For example, they are regularly correcting exercises of other community members, or they are also providing content, but for this later on. Next one is the boundary or leader. As it says, he is an accepted veteran participant. He connects community members amongst each other. He guides. Usually he is granted higher, or his opinion is granted higher consideration. He is a contributor of content, and he is also correcting inappropriate behavior of other community members. Stepping to the last, he is called, or she, the outbound or elder. About leaving the community for various reasons. For example, has a job now, doesn't have time to contribute to the community anymore. All of that is fine. It can arise some problems when he's not satisfied with the direction the company or the community is taking, and doesn't agree with the idea of the community anymore. Okay, and according to Seth Godin, again, at least 1% of each community is working on its downfall. So saying, which is not a problem at all as long as the community itself is healthy, but it can arise a problem when the community is struggling for certain reasons. All right. So going again to the 4 main factors or key principles of communities equaling tribes. So we have a group of people. They are connected to one another. They are connected to or by a leader, and they are connected to an idea or by an idea. Okay. I hope the problems are not so bad, Kevin. So I myself have some problems with the angle, but I hope it works out for you. Okay. Okay, it's the PDF. Okay, nevertheless, let me go on. I hope it's not too bad. So, then, talking about important tech companies, for example, we always see a leader on top. Steve Jobs is Apple. Apple is Steve Jobs. Microsoft was Bill Gates. Bill Gates was Microsoft. Nowadays, Steve Ballmer. So let's reflect for a second. What does this mean for education? And I would like to take you a moment. So who are the leaders in education today? Okay, I think we will definitely come up with some people. But to my opinion, lack nowadays in still many of the educational companies is that we don't see as many leaders as I would like to. If you're the CEO or the founder of a company, you're automatically connected to the idea, maybe ideal and the aim of your company. And this is also what your community wants or your tribe wants. They need a leader, so they need you to lead, and also tribes want a leader, which is very important, I think. Okay, good. And if there is no leader, of course, it will sooner or later come to problems, but I will concentrate on this a little bit later on. Right. Okay, so of course your responsibility as CEO or founder or whatever, leader, let's call it leader for the moment, is that you have to lead. And therefore, problems, of course, can arise if a community doesn't find its leader or cannot identify the leader because they don't want to lead, they want to step back, they don't want to be as exposed as they may need to be. So what the community will naturally do is looking for a leader. In a good case, maybe some person will step in for the original founder or CEO and drive the company or the community in the direction the idea or ideal of the company goes, which is, of course, an ideal case. On the other hand, of course, if there's a group of people fighting for leadership, it will most likely have a negative effect on the community or also the company itself. What people often criticize about leadership is it would change you, but I don't agree with it. I think leadership doesn't change a person, but it definitely exposes you in certain ways with all the positive effects and negative effects that may have. Okay, good. If we take a working community, again, the green part, and we have the leader here, and basically I also made the leader green because the leader is the community. He is the idea and the ideal of the company. You cannot separate him from the company. And everybody accepts him and the gravitation is on the leader. So he is the center. And everybody will rely on him, accept him as the personality of a company or a community.